Hi you guys, today I'm going to be doing a foundation review. I haven't heard much about this product, and when I saw that it was going to be launched, I was super excited about it. And that is the Morphe Fluidity Full Coverage Foundation. This foundation retails for $18. It has 60 shade options. It claims to be 24-hour long wear, sweat-proof, transfer-resistant, water-resistant, free of oils, fragrances, and parabens, great for all skin types. It is a long-wearing, full-coverage matte foundation. I'm a little bit nervous about it because I have dry skin, so matte usually is not what I gravitate towards. But I am excited because of that price point, so we're going to give it a shot. I'm also going to be trying out the Morphe Fluidity Full Coverage Concealer along with it to see how they work. Together, I got the shades F 1.5 in the foundation and C 1.55 in the concealer. So if you're interested in seeing how these products perform, just go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so I've already primed my skin. I know I look a little bit crazy. I have like a third of my makeup done, but I prepped my skin. I used the e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer, the Makeup Forever Step 1 Hydrating Primer, and then in just certain spots I put on the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer, the purple one. So let's go ahead and jump into this. We'll see if these are good. First off, I'm a little bit nervous about the color, so we'll see. But it is F 1.5 for the foundation. I am going to be applying this with a damp beauty blender. Sorry, it's really dirty, but that's how I apply most of my foundations. So we'll just take the seal off this and begin. I do have a mirror in front of me that I'm going to be using, so if I'm looking down at all, just trying to get a good application. So I'm not quite sure how much we should use, so hopefully this isn't too much. So we're just gonna dab it on. I think the color will be okay once it's blended out. Actually, the color's really good compared to my neck. I know my face is kind of hard to tell because I have a lot of spots and I'm a little red because I went to the gym this morning, so we'll see. It kind of smells like the old Cover oh, I look real crazy. The old Cover FX foundation, where it's kind of like chemically, but so far it has good coverage. I like to compare it to like the Jouer because that's like one of the most full coverage foundations I've ever used. And we're not quite there for full coverage, but it is very good. And I mean, this is only $18. So you do kind of get what you pay for. It is very matte. I will say that. But I don't know, it looks super dry. So I grabbed a NYX Dewy Finish Spray. I'm just going to spray this all over my face to add a little bit of moisture in. On camera, this color looks very, very fair. In person, it's slightly fair, but it's not as bad as it looks like on camera. So we'll just go ahead and put this in the areas that I need a little more coverage. And I did get the concealer as well, so we're going to see how they work together. So it is buildable. That's good. I think I'll use some of the concealer on my forehead instead of the foundation. But yes, it is very, very matte. Like very, very matte. All right, let's try this concealer out. Here, I'll zoom in and show you guys what the foundation looks like. So it's very matte, pretty full coverage though. I am happy with the coverage. I look kind of like a ghost right now, so that's great. And then in concealer, I got the shade C 1.55, so cool tone. So this looks like it'll be a good concealer shade. It's just a flat doe foot applicator. Ooh, it's a little dark. It's creamy but thick. It's kind of cooling when you put it on. Just because I don't know how fast this is gonna dry down, I'm just gonna blend this out quick. So it blends out nicely. I don't know how much coverage we really got out of that. Just kind of unfortunate. Okay. I feel like I look slightly less crazy on the camera. Could just be making that up. So we'll go ahead and put this in all of my normal spots. I also have a little zit that's trying to come through there, so we'll just put a little bit of coverage on that bad boy. We'll blend this out. Like, is this even doing anything? I really don't know if it's doing anything. So I may need to try it out with a different foundation to give you an honest review on it. Okay. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this, but I'll zoom in again for you guys to see. Like, did that do anything? Ooh. Ah. I don't know if it did or not. Okay, I am going to just set my under eyes. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way powder. I just want to see how powder applies on top of this. I wanted you guys to see that. And then I'm going to jump off camera and do the rest of my face, and then I'll check back in. But let's see. So it's applying nicely on top of it. You know, that concealer, I don't know how concealers can say that they're creaseless, but this one actually did not settle in my fine lines under my eyes, so that's awesome. We'll see if that continues as the day goes on. Alright, and then we'll just put some other powder on top. This is going to be a very matte look, which is not really my thing, but it's the situation. So okay. So the color, I think once I put my bronzer and everything on, will actually be really good for me right now. So I'll just show you up close how things look before I go put everything else on. I look crazy weird. All right, so I'll go ahead and finish my face and then I will be back to check in with you guys. All right guys, we're back. I have completed all of my makeup and finished my hair. I used the Morphe setting spray. I only found it appropriate, but we'll just go ahead and zoom you in so you can see how things are looking. Still matte. I went a little ham on the highlight, but you can see it looks pretty good. So it looks pretty good. I do feel very dry, but to be fair, I was dry to start with. So that's not really fair. I think if I were to try this again, I would use the Smashbox Primerizer because that'll give me a little bit more moisture before I apply the product. So, but so far, looks good. I'll just go ahead and do check-ins throughout the day to let you guys know what I'm thinking of it. But here we go, Morphe, let's give it a shot. Hi you guys, I'm back. Okay, so I have had this foundation on for going on 4 hours. So I wanted to give you an update. It still does feel drying, but again, I have dry skin. So you're gonna have that when you pair it with a matte foundation. But as far as the foundation itself, it looks really good, like on the flat surfaces of my face. The cheeks look really, really good. If you look closely on my forehead, it is settling into my lines ever so slightly. Nothing really against the foundation, just against my face. And then under the nose, I don't know if you can see that. I'll zoom in a little more. Under the nose, you can see it's creasing a little bit on both sides. Again, I'm not quite sure if that is the foundation or the concealer because I did apply the concealer under that area. The eyes look okay under here. If you get up a little bit closer, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but you can see that there's a little bit of wear away underneath where I have like those really fine lines. But all in all, I mean, from a distance, it still looks really, really good. So I'm about to go out to eat, so I will come do my final check-in before I take my makeup off for the night and let you guys know my final thoughts then. But so far, it's looking pretty good. So we'll see. Alright guys, we are here for the final check-in on the Morphe foundation and concealer. Not much to update you on since my last check-in. Everything kind of stayed the same. As you can see, it still looks good on the smooth surfaces of my face. If we go ahead and zoom you in a little bit, you can still see how it's like got a line under my nose. You can see a little bit of my smile line right there. And then again, up in the forehead wrinkles. Just keeping it real. Oh, come on. There we go. Just keeping it real over here. We got wrinkles. But overall, I would say that if you are in the market for a matte foundation, this is a good one. I mean, we've had this on basically what would be a full work day for a lot of us, and it still looks pretty good. I actually ordered the Smashbox Primerizer. I've been missing it, and I really think that with that primer, this foundation would look a lot better. Hey guys, I'm back and I brought a friend. I got the Smashbox Primerizer this week, so I wanted to do what I said and try it out with the Morphe foundation and concealer. And I did my makeup already today. I prepped my skin. I tried to set myself up for this so that way this matte foundation could actually work on my dry skin. So what I did is I did a mask last night, and then I used the Fresh Rose face mask today before I did my makeup. I used the e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer. I used the primerizer, and I mixed in a little bit of the Cover FX Custom Infusion Drops in Radiance. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm kind of disappointed. I feel like the foundation is performing not as well today as it did the other day without doing all this preparation. It's already creasing underneath my nose, which is probably the concealer, not the foundation. But I said I would try it out with this primerizer, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you guys, and I will check back in later in the day. Hi you guys, we are back. I have had this foundation on for about 6 hours. It's 6:25 right now, so I just figured I'd pop on and let you guys know what I'm thinking, because I need to get some of this makeup off my face like right now. So as you can see from far away, this looks really good still. It's still very matte. It hasn't changed to dewy or anything like this. It has stayed very matte. Now, that is why I'm not a huge fan. I have been out running errands for probably about 4 hours, and it's about 32 degrees outside, and I already have dry skin. So this feels like I have been wearing a clay mask for several hours, and I feel so dry. So as you can see, looks pretty good. If you get a little bit closer, however, you can see that it is clinging to all of like my acne dry spots. It's clinging to those and emphasizing them even further, which I don't appreciate. It is still having the cracking underneath the nose, like I had said previously. It's still doing that. And then it has settled a little bit into my smile lines as well as forehead lines. And the under eyes for concealer, all of those fine lines, it is only emphasizing them. All in all, I am going to say that if you have dry skin, to stay away. Now, if you have oily or normal skin, this could be a really good product for you. It has lasted. As you can see, it has really good lasting power. I would say if you have any fine lines or wrinkles, to make sure to use a filler before you apply it, and that will kind of help. But all in all, I'm gonna have to pass because I have dry skin. However, I think it could work out for somebody who does not have dry skin. So if you guys have tried this out and you do not have dry skin, I'd love to see how it performed for you. So if you have tried it out, please leave me a comment in the comment section below so I can see how it works for somebody who does not have dry skin, and if you liked it, because it is a very matte formula. So if you like matte formulas, you will probably like this one. And it's long wearing. It still looks quite good after 6 hours of wear. So that part is impressive, as well as the 60 shades. That's incredible. 60 shade options for an $18 price point. That's like unheard of. So I commend Morphe on that 100%. I love Morphe in everything else that I have tried. Just the foundation was a miss for me, as well as the concealer. I wouldn't recommend the concealer at all to anyone. I don't think it really did anything for me, and it did end up creasing really bad on the nose and under eyes. So definitely skip on the concealer. If you're looking for a more affordable one, I would try the Makeup Revolution concealer. That one's very pigmented, not quite as thick, and performs really well. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you would like me to review more products in the future, please be sure to let me know and I will go ahead and do so. All right, we'll see you in the next one.